The 1212 portal. You're having a lovely day. So we're just coming to the end of today. It's actually Thursday evening, and it's coming to the end of the day, and we've had the 1212 portal today, and I saw it in last night. I made sure I saw it in and felt the energy of it. So what's the 1212 portal about? Well, it's about the abundance codes that are coming in for New Earth. So when we build New Earth, we receive the abundance codes for being in service. Hi Sherry, hi hun. So we did the 1212 portal activation, and it's a really important message that I received, because a lot of us are still hesitant to be in full service, to be available for our missions and for the rebuild, which is what we're trying to create, a rebuild of how we see our new earth and how we want it to be, and to be able to help others heal, to help rescue animals, children, people. We want to change all the systems, so we're talking about medical, educational, we're talking about the old hospital systems, we're talking about the vaccine programs and that out there, which is really, really good, because you've got, you know, the Kennedys and everyone in behind it really supporting it. But however, we've got to make a big difference in our own world, and to do that we need to have the abundance to help us. And a lot of us want to go into healing and want to travel, share our light codes around the world. A lot of us want to help the homeless, or create animal shelters, create healing spaces, yoga spaces, meditation spaces, but some of us are just not at that point ready to take this next step. But with these abundance codes coming in and helping with New Earth, they will help you to be received, to be in service. So in Guiding Light, if you have it, at the very end, the very last activation is the 1212 service activation, channeled from the Ascension Masters of the 12th dimension. And I want to read that to you today, because it's very important to receive on the 1212. Today, your dear ones initiated into the service that is what you came to do on New Earth. You were led by the heart energy, again, the feeling energy. You will be the passion within. So what is your passion? What is it that you came here to do? What is your soul mission? You know, what is it you really, really feel you can bring to New Earth and be part of? Because New Earth is going to be magical, it's going to be vibrational frequency, it's going to be free citizens. And so you really, this is the time to say, hey, what is it that I can do for New Earth? Because next year is the year 25, which is a 7, where we go within and really search for what it is that we want to be doing. You will know the knowledge from your soul journey. So everything you've done up to now, everything that you have experienced or worked on, a lot of you are the creative type. So a lot of you are going forth with your art, your photography, your design. And this is really important, because this is the area that's going to help with the rebuild. You will have wisdom from the beginning of creation. So your soul will have all that information over lifetimes to bring forward for this moment in your service. Service is about giving, receiving, and true consciousness of higher self. So you're in your higher self, where all that skill base, all that information, you're tapping into it now and saying, okay, I've got this, I can do it. I've got my diamond consciousness coming in. I've got my heart space coming in. I've got my indigo intuition coming in. I can do this. I can make this happen. All journeys lead to this stage of your soul contracts. Service is given with no boundaries, contracts. You do not consent to your truth is spoken. Your passion is lived. Your love for humanity is given. So when you're in your service, you give it out with no boundaries, no conditions. And if anyone tries to trap you into something, you don't consent to that because you're free. So your service is your truth that is spoken, who you truly are, your passion that you want to live, and the love for humanity is given by it all. Commands. I can't command my service be known. I command my service as the highest light form. I command my service to be of heart activation of the highest love form there is. I command to be in place to carry my service out. I command my life to be on the path to service. I command my service and all that is required to be carried out, be activated to start receiving today. I command my service be of direct guidance of pure light service. I command all blocks and sabotages be removed out of my way to commence my service today. So you have to let go of all your programming, everything that you've been told. You've got to get out there, you've got to earn a wage, you've got to bring a pay pack home, that kind of programming. You don't have to stick to that, because when you're in service and you surrender everything that you trust and believe in, it falls freely into a flowing effect of abundance. You'll be protected, you'll be received of abundance. I command true abundance finds me through my service. There it is. I command I am in pure form and health to be in service. So you need your health. You need to do all your clearing. I command all new arrivals to New Earth know their service. So everyone is aware of their passion, their mission and their service. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clap it out. I am service, I am service, I am service. I am true abundance. And you have just activated your 1212 service activation to receive abundance and be in service. And that's in guiding light, which was channeled, as I said, from the ascended masters of the 12th dimension. So it's a strong, powerful service message to practice on the 1212. So we did a meditation today and we were going to activate the abundance codes for the new earth build, and it was absolutely magnificent. It was so beautiful. And it all fits in with rainbow codes. So rainbow codes was designed for new earth. Guiding light was designed to guide you through your ascension. Rainbow codes is for new earth. They're all for different purposes. And if you've got soul messages is to get you started. Started, awakening, ascension, all things required, guiding you through the way. And then new earth. So when we did the meditation today, I said to my guides and team, well, how are we going to do this? And we did a big mission the other week where we activated one of the darkest pyramids that's been in lockdown and deactivated for some time. And as we activated it, it became light and gold with abundance codes, which is connected to all pyramids and ley lines around the world. So I said to the team, well, how are we going to do this? Where are we going? And in the front of this book there is an introduction on rainbow codes, and it's from Dephelia. She was a unicorn from the Unicorn Kingdom, Masters of the Rainbow Codes, and her message is really powerful. I'll read it to you, and it's in the first page. If you've got rainbow codes, page 3, 4 and 5. I am the pink of the rainbow. My colour is made up of many light codes that activate the rainbow light. That is why the cover is pink. The rainbow light comes from the blend of codes that are generated by the sun and Ra. The sun codes, once activated, become the new rainbow codes that pour in and over Earth to activate many things for new Earth and to give you light beings upgrades with refreshed codes. These codes are needed more than ever before to create new Earth and to support the ascension. They are energy codes for your energy fields and chakras, the codes you give upgrades to ascend higher, to be lighter, to be more multidimensional. So it's also helping you your bodies to be crystalline. Have you noticed how much the rainbow has changed? It has doubled in strength with colour. You are seeing more double rainbows than before. They are now coming closer to Earth, and you can visually see the end of the rainbow as it touches Earth. And the way I describe that is, here I'm surrounded by mountains and hills. And if you're driving along, I've actually taken photos where you can see where the rainbow ends on the peak of the hill, which is, we all know now, mountains, hills are either mini pyramids or big pyramids. And I don't remember ever seeing the end of the rainbow growing up. We have been bringing new codes. This is the result of change, as the rainbow now appears more beautiful. Land activations, water activations all help to bring in the codes that can now stream more freely. You now know that everything has shifted. We send the codes freely. We want you to receive these more regularly with upgrades for your personal ascension. It is like an energy boost, which is extremely good for you. We need your help releasing these into new Earth. So every time you do an activation, you're releasing these new codes. We will bring in the activation for you so that all can benefit new Earth as light beings of ascension. With these codes and activation, more unicorns will be seen. Then the phoenix rises. They will be seen more frequently as new Earth arises. Blessing, dear ones, Dephelia. And then it goes to the activation page. So her message is about the rainbow codes and how much we need them in our lives, but they're also connected to the abundance codes. So we did our meditation today, and I said, so Dephelia, where are we going? Because she was the first one that came in. And it was funny, before we were preparing for the meditation, a couple of people in the group were getting contacted by the unicorns. So we went along what we call the Rainbow Highway. And it's a rainbow frequency highway that travels through time and space. So we got on that and we travelled. We came down a little sort of few hills and things, and then all the unicorns met us from the Unicorn Kingdom. They were all different colours, like amazing colours, and really beautiful, big, small, medium, queens, kings, royalty, and one of them looked at me with big eyes and blinking and long eyelashes, and I thought, you're like those tiny ponies the little girls used to play with, My Little Pony. I wonder if that's where they got the idea from, the Unicorn Kingdom. Someone's obviously channeled it at some point. And they had their big brushy tails and their manes and their horns coming out, which were really beautiful. And as I was watching Dephelia, because she's pink, like the cover of Rainbow Codes, her horn started to change into the rainbow. I could see the codes coming through, and she was linking it onto me, and they touch you in your third eye, with their horn. Anyway, we came to the end of the rainbow, and she said, it's really true, the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow. We came to a golden pyramid. It was pretty big, it was huge, and it was in another land. It was the Unicorn Kingdom. And as I saw it, was gold with rainbow caps. And then the rainbow caps were covered in the gold, and it all blended. It was the most amazing pyramid. So I went in. So Dephelia's a bit funny. Well, she's not funny, but she can be a bit bossy. She said to me, you're coming into the pyramid. She handed me a paintbrush and she said, you've got to paint the walls with the rainbow colours. And there were all these paints and colours and things of the rainbow. And then I realised every wall in that pyramid represented each pyramid in each location around the world, around Earth. And that was bringing those rainbow codes into the abundance codes to be activated for New Earth. But while I was in there, I kept hearing Michael Jackson singing, Beat It. Beat it, beat it, beat it. And it was like, you've beat the system. You're beating it. And then I heard him and I saw him in there somewhere. I looked over and there was a big pot of the new rainbow currency. And it was like, you know, the Monopoly money that you have in a game. But it was the rainbow colours with light codes on it. And the message I got while I was in the meditation was, we're not going to have the dollar sign with a line through it. All the new symbols for the rainbow codes that are going to be involved in the new currency is going to be like language signs. And that's what I saw. And then there was another pot of silver and gold coins. And I heard God's voice come through say, this is for you. This is for your team of workers that have been in service and so committed to turning up each week, every other week, because we've been doing work sometimes twice a week, once a week, twice a week, all year. And, you know, this is appreciation of your service and what you're doing for New Earth, meaning He's honouring us and giving us the abundance that we deserve now. Because we've proved ourselves, we've surrendered to Him, and that's what the abundance codes are. It's not about seeing the money physically. It's about feeling the frequency of abundance and believing in it. And this is what the new diamond consciousness is bringing. It's bringing a change about the way we feel about money, the way we approach money, and our wording around money. We shouldn't be saying things like, I can't afford it, because you're saying to the universe, I can't afford it, so don't give it to me. And so we should be changing our wording, like, oh, there's no money in my bank account this week. Yes, there is. When you want it, it'll be provided for you. You know, this is another thing. People have really bad, in the 3D matrix I'm talking about, energy towards money. And it's not money, it's abundance frequency that we should be looking at and feeling. So God was watching over us, and He was telling me about the symbols and the light codes and everything. And He said, he said, it's time to go outside. So I went outside and I could see the free sapphire water streaming through, coming down into the pyramid, or up to the pyramid. And it was beautiful sapphire blue. You know, we've done the sapphire water activation. And it was just the most beautiful land around us, and the grass, the trees, the flowers, everything, the wildlife, everything was activated. It was just wild. It was just really out there. It was actually quite trippy, but in a good way. And then God spoke to me and He said, ask and you will receive. And so he said, don't be afraid to ask. You're here in service. You have surrendered everything that you believed in, your corporate position, your house, and you went freely out into the world in service, believing and trusting in everything that you knew was right for New Earth. He said, so don't be afraid to ask. It will be received. The land around me was turning gold and rainbow, and there was a beating frequency. I could hear it, like a beating heart, like beating drums, like tribal drums. And the recall that some of them told us in the meditation was that they went, because we're sitting in that 5D above Uluru now. Uluru is the centre of New Earth. That's the heartbeat of Mother Gaia and Source. And so we could hear it. And we could feel it. And everything was activating with it. And that was the abundance codes, making it beat faster, harder. Yes, I'm giving to you. You only have to believe and trust. Trust everything. And then God gave me a message, and he said, come unto me in service and you will receive. Ask and all will be granted. We have to be godlike. We have to be our Godman. We have to be what I spoke about yesterday, being the Godman, being free and believing and letting go of all limitations that we give ourselves about money and about finance. Just let it go and trust. And how many of us have spoken about the heartbeat and the drums and the tribals? The tribes are coming in to help us because this is what they gave up. They were bought out. They were lied to. And they want to see this come back again. The abundance of the land, the abundance of earth and everything that is so beautiful and offered to us freely. And so he's saying, come unto me in service, trust me, believe me, return back to your soul with one. Be your Godman person, and the abundance will flow freely. Let go of all limitations and restrictions that you put yourself under. And then you can go out and offer these amazing services to help rebuild, create New Earth, do your animal shelters, do your medicine. Build your house, build your retreats, build all the new wellness centres, bring in all the new technology, create, draw, design, build. And then he said to me, because I looked back over at the sapphire flowing water, and he said, as the streams run freely, so does the abundance. So what he's saying is, as you allow yourself to run free, and comes the abundance. It was like, wow. It was so emotional and beautiful because we activated that today. The pyramid lit up. The gold rained down everywhere. So I've got a recording of this meditation for those who want it. And of course, a lot of you now have guiding lights, so that 12/12 every year for the abundance, you can do that one for your service. And now we know the gold, because these stories of the pot of gold at the end, the rainbow, where did it come from? Where did it originate from? Because it came from our wisdom, our knowledge, our higher consciousness that once was there. And now that it's there, you're remembering, oh yes, the energy was stored in that pyramid, the golden pyramid, and it sits at the end of the rainbow, which are the codes, which is the rainbow consciousness with the diamond consciousness. And that is why I did the golden diamond to go and rainbow codes, because this is it coming in. the abundance with the diamond consciousness, because you've got the consciousness to allow it to flow freely without any restrictions. And so that's the 1212 portal. Today, this year, 2024, is about bringing in the codes so that we can rebuild Earth in 2025, roll out 2026. But a lot of us need that support. So if we're going to work in trust and put ourselves in the line of service to God, we have to be able to be supported to do it. And so we bring in the abundance codes. It's not about greed. It's not about materialism. It's not about wealth. It's about simple abundance to survive and do your service and provide for those that are without a new earth. So the homeless will all have homes. I mean, how beautiful is that? Or every animal will be rescued, set free, put into care. There'll be no ownership. But we need people who can build that for them, like Noah built his ark to save them. We need some light workers out there to build these retreats. It's the same with the wellness and the meditation and the health benefits. I really feel once you set yourself free and surrender over to God, the abundance flows freely. You are always provided for, right down to that last minute, that last hour, that last second. I know, because I'm living it. I'm living everything that I gave up. I had a career, corporate world. I was earning good money. I had my own two-bedroom plus apartment, almost mortgage paid off, a nice car, all the materialism, all the traps of 3D Matrix, good lifestyle, traveling every year, no responsibilities, financially secure, and I gave it all up to do this work with no income. And I'm here to tell you I'm surviving beautifully. I manifest everything I need. I ask for it and I receive. But it's the way you feel in frequency about abundance. The way that you put wording out there. And I've got to always tell myself, yes, you can afford it. Don't be silly. You will receive down the track somewhere else. Buy that thing you need, or get what you need for now, because down the track you will receive somewhere. Give freely. I mean, I give freely of my time. I give freely of what I know. I never ask for anything in return, unless I'm selling one of these and I'm doing a one-on-one with you. Well, then there's an hour rate. But that's a donation to service. It's not a donation to me. It's a donation to the universe, to the service that is being provided. And this is where many people are going wrong. You see a lot of people online charging ridiculous prices for their service. They might not even be very good at it because they have the wrong frequency. They also have the fear that they're going to go without. Oh, what if I don't make the money this week? Well, you're not meant to think like that. You're always going to be, you're a child of God. You're going to be protected. You've got to remember, people's soul contracts are connected to their living situation. So if you're homeless, you signed a contract to live and experience that. And so your frequency will be different. And it's the same with the way you are in service. And so this is what it's all about. The 1212 gateway, the 1212 portal is the highest vibration for abundance. And I've said that every year since I've been online doing lives, videos on YouTube, 1212 is the highest gateway portal that brings in abundance, because it comes from that 12th dimension and higher. So it's all those beautiful ascension codes, rainbow codes, abundance codes, Christ consciousness codes. And when you understand that and you're living that, you're receiving it. And that was God's message today in the meditation. So I just wanted to jump on and share all these beautiful messages with you, and to wish you a very happy 1212 portal, and to change your perspective about the way you look at money and the way that you look at your lifestyle. And if you're wanting something, it's coming. Name a date. Name a month. Put it out there and it will arrive. April next year, I'm travelling overseas. I know I am, and I'm being provided for, and I know it's going to be there. The ticket's going to be there. And I'm going to the real Israel, which is Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and I'm activating Israel as it really is. And I'm going to visit all my Irish scribers, Scottish scribers. And last year it was the US and Canada. And I went out freely, not knowing where I was going to live, where I was going to end up. I sold everything. I landed back in New Zealand for a little while, but it's not permanent. Don't know where my service will take me. I hope somewhere in a third world country where I can rescue, save, rebuild. Maybe Africa. That's the first nation of Earth, where the Alpha people landed. How mighty would that be? So go read your 1212 service activation, and then do this beautiful meditation. If you do want me to send it to you, I'm happy to. I did channel a beautiful prayer for the world and for all that is going to be for New Earth to receive abundance. And since it was channeled, I don't remember it, but I will type it up and share it with you. So take care, everyone. Have a beautiful 1212 portal day, and bring in those beautiful abundance codes with the rainbow codes. And New Earth's going to be rebuilt next year, which is going to be beautiful. How exciting is it that we're a part of this? Because everything's ascending, not just Earth. Every other planet in the galaxy is ascending as it's lifting everything. Everything is lifting. We have a huge mission, and we're part of this. And how lucky are we to be part of that history? Have a beautiful day, evening, wherever you are. And I'm finished for the year now. I finished doing all my service work, and I'm kind of going to have a month off. I'm back into my service work on the 9th of January. And on the 9th of January, we're activating the rebuild, the actual rebuild to commence. We're activating that on the 9th of January. So that's going to, we've brought in the abundance. We've activated the abundance. Now we can activate the rebuild, because the abundance is going to be there. It's going to be there, provided for every service and possible work that needs to be done to create this. Alright guys, take care, much love, many blessings to you all. Angels, our light beings, our teams, our Father in heaven, Isha, all ascended masters, all light beings of love, all existing tribes of the world and past tribes and ancestors, all elementals, giants, mountain people, Sasquatch, water beings, and other earth beings from Middle Earth. This is to bring in the 1212 abundance activation codes for New Earth to rebuild, to be part of. what was once before, and is about to begin again. We ask for guidance as we enter this meditation of love, light, vibration, and rainbow codes to bring in the abundance codes for all to receive in their service, their rebuild, their lives, their families, their loved ones. We ask for those that are doing the healing work to receive abundance in service so that they can continue to do the healing, to have the products, to have the buildings, to have the prayer rooms, the healing rooms, the technology. We ask that all systems that are provided to us in the most natural way be provided to us free, available in the abundance codes. We ask for all animal retreat, human retreats, be granted today with access to abundance, to save, to care, and to love. We ask for all homeless people, people without homes, family be provided for, cared for, and homed. We ask for abundance for the food, the crops to be grown, to be given freely, to feed the thousands of beings of light. And we ask for the sapphire water to flow freely to help others in their service with their formulas, their medicines, and for our drinking water supply to be cleared so that we can be healthy to carry out our travels and our service. We ask that all nature is repaired and is provided abundance to do this so that we, the rangers, can go into the forests, into the oceans and do the repair work. We ask for the abundance to bring down all the systems that no longer serve us, the legal, the education, the medical. We ask for those in the media to be destroyed with abundance codes so that we can rebuild and create a new system for our new earth. We ask for those that are leaving their jobs and wanting to go freely into service be provided for. We ask for those that already have a service that they are granted more abundance so that they can grow. We ask for those that want to travel freely, have their abundance provided for, to touch down in other countries and to share their codes. And we ask for those that are looking for new homes to have that provided for and freely receive the abundance so they can rebuild their new communities. We ask for everyone to receive in some way the true abundance, what is truly deserved as free citizens of this world. We ask today that we grant these codes in everything we do in service and for the highest good of the highest light. We thank you for everything that you provide to us up to this point and for further future and anything else we may do in service. We are forever grateful and we honor that you are our Heavenly Father. We are honored to be here and to be part of this service for this great cause in history, to be the new history. We thank you. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.